to That Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to That Wrestling Podcast. The good bad guys of Wrestling Podcast are back talking all things of the week that was in professional wrestling. I'm Brian, Jason, Joe, and Kevin back here again this week. That makes it 2 weeks in a row for those counting at home.
2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think you were here last week, Joe.
I was here.
He left an impact on you. Yeah.
Was it just you were wishing Joe wasn't here?
Yes.
Maybe that too.
Okay.
Maybe that too.
Little of both, maybe. But yeah, we're all here. We will find out at the end of the show if our gears are full, as it is AEW full.
See what you did there? AEW joke.
Just saying. We want to make sure we are all prepped for Saturday night. Or is it Sunday? Is Full Gear Sunday or Saturday? Saturday, I think, right?
It's this weekend.
Saturday.
Yes, it's Saturday because of course.
Aren't you the host of this fucking show? How do you know when the pay-per-view is if you're about to do a pay-per-view preview? Come on. I'm Kony Than. I gotta go. Might be back later. Bye.
I can't argue with Kony. He's called me out.
Right.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He is the AEW super fan, so I mean,
yeah,
he knows.
I as soon as I said it, I realized it because Collision is Friday, head to head with SmackDown. It's a war, Cody. Oh God, Cody, it's going to be a massacre, is what it's going to be. You know that we had
you all day.
We had so much fun with the Tuesday Night War about a month or so ago, and I don't think either company is like they're like, we're doing our thing, you're doing your thing. Like, I don't know if there's anything special planned for either show, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't have to, because AEW fucking rules.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna rule Friday night, 3 hours. And 15 hours are the pay-per-view on Saturday. It's on Saturday, Brian.
Well, now we know. Thank you, Cody. That's why we have you on here to help fill in the gaps where I may fall short.
I might stay here the whole show.
Oh no.
Well, nevertheless.
Oh, no.
Nevertheless.
Joe, what the fuck do you think? You haven't said a word all show.
I haven't had a chance to. I haven't had a chance to. You were talking the whole time.
Joe. Hey, I'm Kony Than, and I gotta go. I might be back.
Bye.
He's like extra salty.
Kony is he's very polite. He always does say bye.
Well, that's true. He does.
That is very.
I mean,
pleasantries.
He's a polite guy.
Irish accent or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah. So we will get to all things AEW and give our full year preview and predictions a bit later on. But hey, who's up for a heel turn? Because apparently everyone in WWE is interested in turning heel.
Well, Brian, before you go on, I saw the rundown that you sent. We don't know if Drew is a full heel yet.
We don't. We can talk about that.
It was just a handshake. And I think there's a saying like hand jobs are like handshakes, or blow jobs are like hand jobs, or handshakes. I don't know. Isn't there something?
You lost me.
There isn't one, but there could be now.
Hold on, let's see what we can.
At least we have the title of this week's show.
Are you going on Urban Dictionary?
I thought you were talking about, like, close only counts and horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah,
I thought is what you were saying there, but
that's war.
That is war,
Whoa.
Cody. Yes, thank you. Well, while that's being looked up, guys. Yeah, Drew McIntyre, he kind of gave the friendly handshake to Seth, said, better man won. But the end of the show, he costs Cody and Jey Uso their shot at the tag titles. He claymores the hell out of Jey. Cool. Judgment Day retains. And like you said, Jay, at the end of the show, there's Drew at the top of the stage. Rhea Ripley comes out and extends her hand. The handshake is there. Presuming that means he's going to be part of Judgment Day for at least the Survivor Series War Games. How did you guys think about how this all went down? And we've been talking about the seeds being planted for this for a while now, and in my opinion, we've kind of gone full throttle with it now.
I'll say this. 100% great move. We all knew it was coming, right? The thing I'm excited for, they could have easily did it next Monday leading into War Games, right? I like to see what they're going to do with the explanation of, why he turned against, Jay and Cody. I think it was fantastic. I like the handshake, the subtle handshake at the end, standing there with mommy at the end, right? Mm-hmm. How it's going to develop. Is he going to be part of Judgment Day? Is he going to be a friend of Judgment Day, right? Not a non-official member. TBD, but I'll take it because Drew looks like a badass. His painted on jet black beard, like he looks mean. And now I want the ruthless, mean guy.
Joe, what's your thoughts on all this, man? Where do you see it going? How'd you like the execution of it?
Heel Drew is the more interesting Drew. It's always been that way, but he didn't turn on Jay. He's always been against Jay. He's held a grudge for Jay for the past year and a half. So it's not that he turned against Jay. He attacked Jay. He didn't attack Cody. He attacked Jay. He has a problem with Jay. So he didn't turn anything. He's being as honest as possible. But now you got Judgment Day going against Uso, Cody, like that team. He wants his hands on Jay. He wants revenge on Jay, and he still wants the championship. So is he going to be part of Judgment Day? Time will tell. I don't see it, but it wouldn't surprise me because if he does join them, he will be champion. He will be their champion, not Damian Priest, because Damian Priest said he was the leader, and Rhea just said, hold my beer, and got a bigger enforcer than Damian Priest. So they made Judgment Day continue to be interesting. So we'll find out what happens this Monday.
And Brian, you left out one of the most important things about this. JD McDonough got his varsity jacket.
He's official.
Spikes and emo paint included. I mean, can't go wrong there. JD officially in the Judgment Day because he took that hit for Priest earlier in the night.
Yeah, he did. And begrudgingly for Priest, he gave him the A-OK to be a part of the Judgment Day. So, yeah, I mean, Jay, do you think it's a good fit? We know what's happening now, I think, with War Games, but post-War Games, do you see Drew just kind of doing his own thing still? Maybe he, like Jay or like Joe said, maybe he becomes a de facto henchman in the group. Does it matter?
I don't think he could become an affiliate of the group, not necessarily a full-fledged member. And honestly, what I think is going to happen, Brian, to piggyback off what you've been saying for the last 5 pay-per-views, somehow Priest is going to cash in, but maybe Drew can't beat Seth. Drew can beat Priest. So, like, infiltrating from inside might be the way to do it, or I might not know what I'm talking about. So I'll leave it at that. But
yeah,
I've said over and over and over and over and over again about Drew right now. We still don't know if he renewed his contract.
Yeah,
correct.
That should be coming up. We're like 6 weeks away from the end of the year. So that could be a thing. I just think that heel Drew is what we need. Bring back the sword, lose the skirt, keep the chest hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I could lose the sword too, but yes.
Unless he's going to like stab someone with it.
Yes. Yeah, he's never stabbing anyone. That's my problem.
He might.
He hasn't yet, and that would be the heel move to cement it, I think.
Let me ask you this.
Stabbing.
Let me ask you this. Do you think they could tinker around with his theme song to make it dark?
Yeah.
If he did join Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Like they did with Finn Balor.
Get Fallout Boy on the phone.
Like I feel like his like NXT theme was like slower, still had the bagpipes, because he's from Scotland, I think, I'd have to go back and find it, but I feel like he's had a little more of a darker vibe than like the upbeat bagpipe fun theme song. And of course he could bring back, if you're interviewing Drew McIntyre, if one day one of us is lucky enough to interview Drew McIntyre, I promise I will not go, hey, what about Broken Dreams, your old song? You want to bring it back, Drew? That's what's asked at every interview.
Is that the one from when he was the chosen one?
Yes.
It's
a killer song. It's so good.
It's like a gold dust sound to it in the beginning.
Right. But if he's going heel, you can't bring that back because the crowd wants it.
Yeah. They did like a little, I feel like they did like a minute of it at Clash at the Castle, right? There was kind of like the little tease before they brought out his main regular intro. That's one thing, if
go back and rewatch Clash at the Castle. It's like thinking about it, it's like such a good event.
Oh yeah, top to bottom. I love that show.
That was 22, right? Or was that 23?
Yeah, that was 22. It was about a year ago. It was like last September, and it had like Gunther versus Sheamus, which was the real match of the year from last year. And then Solo made his debut. I don't care about the Twippies. The Twippies
you better. They're coming up. The Twippies are coming up soon.
I better win all those fucking awards. I'm the man.
Guest appearance of the year, clean sweep for Kony. All right. Well, like I said, it's heel turning season. Whether we're thinking Drew's a full heel, I think we can say safely on this one though, with two of them at least. Asuka turned. They had the.
Did she?
Sure, she joined Damage Control. Huh?
Was she already a heel? Because she was getting cheered more than half the.
But she was a heel at SummerSlam. And then she was off for a while and comes back. Just because she teamed with Bianca and Charlotte never meant that she was a... Yeah.
I'm not going to get into all the technicalities, Joseph.
All that matters is
she was on the good guy side for that night. So.
All that matters is my premonition is one step closer. One step closer.
About that, Joe. They care about what I've wanted for years. A dominant female faction. And whether it's this 5-way... or if they kick Bailey out, 4 is good. 4 is just as good. I was yelling at my TV how awesome I thought it was, and because I had an edible, but still, it was awesome to see that happen.
WW edible.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No.
I loved it. Her and Kyrie were tag champs back in her run, Kyrie's run. So that's cool to bring that back.
And now her and Dakota Kai can be tag team champions. I mean, it writes itself.
Being cleared?
No, but like when she does get cleared, she'll have to be protected. So she'll have to be in a tag team. And who else could protect her but Asuka? And Asuka is going to happen.
That's so 2021, Joe.
That's how smart I am. You can just call me Joe Stradamus because I predicted this back in 2021, and we're one step closer.
Holy shit, you're right. That was great.
Joe Stradamus. You're welcome.
I think you're cool. No, just kidding.
Thank you.
You got to hear the rest of the clip.
No, I
think you're cool. No, just kidding. You suck.
I love the end of SmackDown. I have not been that excited for like a new formation of a stable in so long.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Didn't I just you just agree? Didn't I just agree with you? And now you're come on. Kevin, what do you think?
I love it. If every character, yep, that's it.
You agreeing with me? Thank you.
I agreed.
No. One, Kyrie, I said it last week. Her makeup makes her look scary as hell, right? I think Io smiling is more scary than Asuka ever tried to smile when she's good or bad. Io is heel. Asuka just needs to stop acting goofy. That's my first complaint with Asuka every week, every time, every single thing. Every time I ever see her be bad. Just don't act goofy. Give me the whole Asuka that I know about. I've seen, just not in years.
With Asuka,
Joe predicted Asuka.
I don't like Joe, but I don't like when she's yelling and screaming in Japanese because there's nobody knows what she's saying.
I need to put on I wonder if you turn subtitles on your TV Or I'm going to download Google Translate and be ready with my phone, play, and it's going to go, gibberish. No,
I want to see the recording of that.
I
have that
I'm
get done.
going to be ready tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm going to do that.
Or tonight, or whatever.
We have that, yeah, tonight. Technically tonight, yes. So let's say, because I don't believe Dakota's cleared. So let's say it's a four person. It's Asuka, it's Kyrie, it's Io, and Bailey for the women's War Games. You've got Charlotte on the other side. You've got Bianca. I presume Shotzi, because she came out and took a beat down.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see as woman number 4?
Jade.
On the face team, of course.
Jade.
Oh,
that's her debut.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it.
I said that's what I'd like to see. It's a big spot, but again, protected. 3 other people in there. All the eyes aren't on her, but she'll make an impact. So Jade.
Okay. I was going Liv Morgan.
Of course,
that's my girl. That's my girl. She's been gone for a while.
Kevin's going
she's
Natty.
On the SmackDown brand. Who knows?
Oh, it's gonna be Natty.
No,
I'm just kidding.
It might be Natty.
Maybe right off her.
Don't we have a womp 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 sound effect for it's Natty?
I know she's part of Raw, but right off her Jeopardy showing, maybe Becky.
We'll get to
someone
that
big.
Well, honestly, I feel like it could be someone like Tegan Knox. One of these new that, Tegan's really been getting the push. I don't know if Natty's a heel or face at this point, but yes, Joe, Jade makes the most sense. High profile event, high profile match. But if you're trying to establish this badass women's faction, do you waste Jade on that?
Jade doesn't have to take the pinfall. That's what Shotzi's there for.
True.
Okay. Yeah, it would be a big pop from the Chicago crowd. That would be a huge spot for it. But yeah, I don't want to.
AJ Lee really screw with people.
Oh my God, they're not getting Punk. They're getting Mrs. Punk. Now that would be a swerve of the century. We got another heel turn to talk about. Santos turns on Ray.
I predicted it last week. I predicted it.
No one cares, Jason. No one cares.
I predicted it.
In the aftermath of the leaving the Nux on the ring, and he's upset about Carlito and being jealous, and I thought it was kind of interesting because the whole Ray and Dom thing, and Dom turning on Ray. Ray's like, I want you to be part of the family, but I can't hurt my son. Meanwhile, Santos is like, it's supposed to be me and you. We're family. And Ray's like, no, Carlito's family too. Well, guys, why does everyone turn on Ray? What has he done to piss everyone off? I probably just missed 3 or 4 by that. Eddie Guerrero, Batista, Dominic, now Santos. I'm sure there's others I'm not thinking of, but my God, do people like to turn their back on Rey Mysterio?
You've had more amps. Get in, bitch.
Oh, I think he just had knee surgery, right? Correct. Officially. So he's little. It's believable when somebody could beat him up because he is so little. In the crowd will have that emotional tug to him because he's just beloved. So whoever turns on him is going to have instant heat. I didn't like that segment, by the way. I thought it was sloppy. I thought it was boring.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But I look forward to seeing what Santos does, because his little, I still can't remember the other guys part of the LWO, but they're in the back being like, oh, like
Bruce
Kevin McAllister in the
Bruce,
back.
Wild.
Yeah.
What's the worst part? That LWO tattoo on Santos's hand.
Did
Unless
they all get LWO?
They all did. Unless this is what I predicted, the Legato World Order coming soon.
Yeah, so far those guys were, it's not like they had his back, but that's maybe for next week, right? We'll have to see. Yeah.
Why turn on Rey Mysterio?
Why?
He's the easiest guy to turn on. He's the nicest guy on the roster. He's the one that
like
kids
3 feet
all.
tall.
Yeah, he's the one that kids all look up to. You want instant heel heat? You beat up the one that the
They're
kids
only
love.
ones that look up to him because he's 3 feet tall.
Oh,
Exactly.
He's 3.5. Okay.
Like
Maybe
what?
the next
Like
one to
the
turn on.
NWO was like instant over, but what gets played the most? Kevin Nash throwing Mysterio like a dart.
Into the truck, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ray's easy to get behind, and he's also easy to turn on.
Yeah. The Batista one was probably my favorite.
I'm gonna knock your block off. Jason,
What happened? What happened? Yeah.
I don't know. I said he's easy to get behind, and it was just like,
no. Oh.
And turn. It's easy to get behind Ray and turn on. Is what
him. Turn on him.
Man.
Wow.
Whose mind's in the gutter? Whose mind's in the gutter?
Oh,
terrible. Just terrible.
It's Thursday. You know what that means.
Wait, it's Thursday. You know what that means?
It's a crotch party right up in
Oh, damn.
Swing.
All this time I thought SmackDown was PG, but apparently I was mistaken.
Yeet.
Wow.
Yeet.
I got to get Yeet on here.
Well, speaking of the Mysterio family, we have to show some love to Zelina Vega doing a prank call on Dom.
That was fun.
This
Great
was
video.
pretty damn
What are you
funny.
doing?
Mom, are you hot? Are you warm?
Mom.
if you don't know what we're
Yeah.
talking about, there was a video that Zelina posted on Twitter /X, whatever you prefer to call it, where she pranked Dom pretending to be a little girl wanting to order chicken nuggets.
Little boy named Harold.
Little boy named Harold, same thing. So
No.
it was flawless. And obviously we don't know because it didn't end with her saying it was her. Or did it? And I just missed that part.
I don't think
No.
so.
No,
So
he hung up. Bail out.
obviously it went viral and now he does know. So I don't know if he'll fire back, but great find.
It
Brian.
was amazing that he, number one, who answers calls from numbers they don't know anymore?
Exactly.
I don't. And number
Don't
two,
you
that
think
he
it was staged?
I'll give it like a 5% stage.
I'm gonna give it like a 10% real.
Oh no!
Oh
Yeah, I think
Come on.
I'm barely going with that because it's like
What?
you answered it. Who answers a call that you don't know the number? Nobody.
Well, WWE has a big talent relations department. Maybe maybe it's a
They always
camera
would-
guy that has to shoot a documentary. Rhymes with Smeeth. I don't know. It could be anybody. Who knows? But you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Yes, it could have been.
Yeah.
Kev, you like this? It was
I-
really
it was
shoot.
entertaining, and she does a great little kid voice. Oh
she
my
does.
god, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
But I think it's staged, but it doesn't make it not entertaining. Welcome to that wrestling podcast.
This is the thing. Half the stuff that you see online that's funny, right? And entertaining in videos, half of it's fake anyway.
Wow.
Just like pro wrestling, if it was predetermined what they were gonna say, I was still fully enjoyed by it. Dom though did have some good ones. Oh, is your mom hot? Oh, is she hot? And that, like, probably like you said, Mom, he wants to know if you're warm. Like
That line killed me. Yeah.
It was
He wants
so
to know
good.
your body temperature.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? Yeah.
Oh.
How
So
old are
check
you
that
again?
out.
7. Bail out.
Yeah. I wonder who he was with. I couldn't tell.
Priest or Balor, I'm sure.
Maybe you would think.
Maybe
So-
his dad in the hospital room.
Local medical facility.
Yes. Find that if you didn't see that. It's really funny. And I haven't seen other than the headline. So I don't know if any of you guys even took the time to find out exactly what happened. All I know is apparently Becky Lynch set a record for getting 0 answers right on Celebrity Jeopardy. Did anybody get to look into this any more than that?
Nope.
I need to go on Paramount Plus and watch it because
You did?
no, I'm going to, because usually when it's celebrity, they throw out some easier categories, right? I like, believe me, normal Jeopardy, maybe I'll know 5 to 10. You get me college Jeopardy, I'm going about 80% of it. You give me teenage Jeopardy, man, I feel like Albert Einstein on that son of a gun. But not to hit one.
I'll take foreign chicks for 100, Trebek. It's foreign flicks.
I could just imagine Blossom asking the question, what organization does Becky Lynch wrestle in? And her opponent got it.
Well, Sean Connery, yeah.
Was it all wrestlers or was it just celebrity?
No, Macaulay Culkin was one of the other ones.
On.
He loves.
I know he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah,
and I don't remember who the third person was.
Turd Ferguson.
Who? Turd Ferguson. Yeah, Turd Ferguson. Apparently, she got Final Jeopardy. So I don't. Did she? I'm wondering if she just stood there the entire time and like never answered a question, or like did she try to answer and miss, so she had negative money. I need to learn more, but congratulations. The man is a Jeopardy record setter for apparently all the wrong reasons.
Hey, Becky Lynch, you get the button.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh, man. Outstanding stuff there. Let's go on now to AEW. A couple quick things before we get into the full gear preview and predictions. I think they announced this on last Saturday's Collision. New tournament that they're doing called the Continental Classic. This is supposed to be, my understanding is this is kind of the AEW answer to New Japan's G1 tournament. 12 wrestlers, 6 in each group. They're going to have a round robin matches with all of them in each of the groups. And then the winners of each group going to fight at World's End to find out who is the winner of the Continental Classic. Thoughts on this announcement, guys? Does it do anything for you?
Okay. What does the E in AEW stand for me? Joe?
Edible.
So.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
true. Facts. Took an edible. Watched AEW. I don't know if it was the edible, which seems to be I guess I should have said that last. It felt like an 80s wrestling promo from Saturday night's main event. Maybe it was the edible.
With Tony and Danielson?
Yes.
No, I'm with you.
Going and yelling and screaming and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like,
you're right.
Is this real? I said, wait, is this real?
Yeah.
But I love it. The G1 is pretty cool. But the G1, if I understand right, it's like 3 weeks straight. So every night there's a show. Obviously, that can't happen here. I mean, they almost have shows every night of the week. But I love it. I don't know what it's going to do. Is there a title at this, or is it just like you're just a tournament winner?
Yeah, they just said you'll be like the first winner. So
I'm in.
You know,
I'm all in.
Okay.
I'm all in.
That's the smartest thing you fucking said in 3 weeks, Jason. Jeez.
Kony approves.
Yeah.
Kev, what do you think about this tournament concept here?
I like it. It fills up shows with actual substance, and it will make shows. I was going to say the word relevant, just to be a must-watch type of show. That's the thing. How they're going to bridge it, of how many matches are going to be in a thing. When is it actually going to be done? I feel like it needs like a title shot or something at the end.
I think
it needs
so.
to be something, because it is a massive round
Maybe
robin.
get a belt like Britt and Cole got for winning the Owen.
Something. And then, you know what I mean? You're in it next year. Defend your title or something or another.
You know, what makes
Shit.
this tournament great is that Tony Khan created tournaments. He loves tournaments and he's created them, and no one's ever done tournaments in wrestling before AEW. So we can thank Tony Khan for that. As far as the Continental Classic, thanks guys for even asking me to be a part of this. If you a-holes didn't, I didn't get the Zoom invite, but I know people and I can just hack my way into shit. But yeah, the Continental Classic's gonna be the greatest tournament in the history of tournaments until Tony Khan comes up with another tournament next month, because that's what he does. He's the greatest promoter of all time, and he created tournaments. I'm Kony Than, and I gotta go. Bye.
Let me ask you guys this. Because you guys might know, I don't know. When exactly is MJF's contract up?
It's supposed to be January of 24.
I'm not
So,
in the negotiating
all
room,
accounts,
so
but
I don't really care right now.
Maybe the winner of it will dethrone MJF if MJF leaves, right? MJF lays on his back for let the winner of that tournament, let it mean something. If it's for a title shot or not, say don't get an instant title shot. Go in there, talk yourself up. You're the tournament champ. MJF, I can take you on something. But then if that's the case, the right winner has to be chosen. So that it leads to possibility. It leads to
Wait, the chosen
some
one.
excitement.
Jeff Jarrett's going to win this thing. Did you just?
That'd be
It's breaking
amazing.
news.
Is
Is it going to be Ric Flair?
God, Jeff Jarrett to win the Continental Classic. I'm here for that.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. That should be the Jeff Jarrett should win the tournament.
Damn right he should.
It's awesome. That's the best way to do it.
Joe, you like this idea?
Who
It's a
cares?
tournament. It's a tournament every 3 months in AEW. I mean, like they're
Because he
inventing
created tournaments. It's his creation.
they give tournaments every 3 months. Like it's like inventing new categories in the Twippies. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's who cares? It'll be entertaining. I'll enjoy it, but what's going to happen afterwards? Another tournament in 3 months.
Yeah.
It'll be the Kony Than
Kony Than
Invitational.
International.
The Kony Than Invitational. Yes.
Invitational. International.
Either way.
International Invitational. Kony Than International Invitational.
The KTII. We can't wait for that to begin in 2024.
I'll be back to accept my Twippy anytime now.
Yes, that will be coming up here.
We just breaking news, Kevin.
I don't even know if it deserves it.
Okay, the breaking news is there's another new category in this year's Twippies, Best Guest Spot.
Fucking right.
It is. It's a clean sweep, I'm afraid.
Kony Than wins all that shit.
Actually, you know what? Mel Kipper may have something. He lurks in the shadows. He doesn't show up. He comes up around draft time.
And wasn't the barber on too?
Barber's been on.
Right in the nuts.
Oh,
Mel Kipper.
Okay,
well, you
so
know,
Mel Kipper, Barbara Ryan, Kony Than.
Yeah, this is more of a loaded category than I thought it was. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Wow.
I'm the winner. I'm the man.
You know, maybe we should do a tournament to decide who wins.
Yes,
a tournament. Oh my God, the Kony Than International Invitational is the tournament to decide the guest.
Yep.
All right. How about Tony Khan, the actual AEW president, put on Twitter, AEW's agreed to terms with one of the world's best wrestlers, a pro who is known and respected by virtually every AEW fan.
I know who it is.
They'll come to LA to sign their contract. Who is it? It's Christian.
It's me.
Cody's going on the payroll. He's going to be working ROH in 2 weeks. Who is it, guys?
Mercedes.
I hope not.
Mercedes. Come on. Every single announcement has been So she's awesome, but
I like that it would be a
female
for once.
You know, it should be. It should have just been a surprise.
Yeah.
Are projections that low for Full Gear that they have to do this type of shit to try to get people to watch?
Maybe so.
Beth Phoenix.
But what? Oh, okay, Beth.
Oh,
okay.
That's possible. That's an interesting one.
But
Joe.
is that a needle? Is that a needle mover?
Glad you could finally contribute.
No. No, it's not. But
You're welcome.
I don't know. The thing that I'm reading into the language too much is what I'll probably say next week.
It's like we always.
Exactly, because this is what I do, and I'm like, okay, he builds it up, and then it falls short usually. But respected by virtually every AEW fan. So that means there's some fans who don't respect this person, or maybe don't know who this person is.
Is there somebody who left
know.
AEW, didn't go like to WWE or anything, but potentially could be coming back?
I got it. CM Punk.
Got it.
No,
Yes.
it's not CM Punk.
The devil.
But yeah, I'm trying to think like who would fit that.
Here's the thing.
Virtually everyone.
Like Dolph Ziggler and stuff like that, but the 90 days aren't up.
And that's
Yes.
not needle
So-
moving enough
And it's not
to-
top dollar.
Yeah. So
No.
unless like WWE said, yeah, you don't have to wait the full 90. The Ziggler, the Ali's of the world would fit, right?
It's not Osprey. I mean,
know.
it's most likely it's Sasha Banks. I hope it's not, but most likely that's what it's going to be, which is great. But we have no idea if she's going to be able to wrestle anytime soon.
It'll be Brian Pillman Jr. Lexus King's in NXT, but I don't know where Brian Pillman Jr. is.
What is this, like fake Razor and Diesel? We
Yes.
own the name.
It's gonna
Did you
be
have any?
Jim
Good.
Cornette.
Tony. Oh,
Cornette.
that fits the virtually everyone respects this guy or whatever.
And that would make sense because they're going to sign someone who can't wrestle to be on and take another spot. Awesome. Ric Flair.
Did you have anyone, Kev?
I would say Dolph, maybe. I
think
mentioned
Dolph?
that in the chat. That's the first name that came to my mind.
You got
Ryback,
a chat? All right.
Ryback. No one wants Ryback.
Goldberg.
They said
That's
wrestling.
okay. That one
they
I
said
like.
wrestler.
Okay. What else is going? He's not doing commentary.
He's a sports entertainer.
Oh, all right. All right. Shit. Put him back on Turner Television where he started.
No, he's a great sports entertainer. I loved Goldberg matches, and in his second run with WWE, I was a huge fan.
It's Nick Gage.
See, that's the line of thinking I was going with, Jay, with that virtually. Like, and it's not Nick Gage, but I'm like, maybe it's somebody that some people don't know, but a lot of people do. So
And
that's kind of where my head
specifically
was going.
pinpointed AEW fans. That's the thing.
David
I spent
Arquette.
way too much time on this.
What's okay, but I just now you're like Sammy Callahan's a free agent. You know, right? And you know him from Impact TNA. Like, but is that worth a tweet to tune in? I don't know if it would.
You know,
We're
Is it
talking about
Coco
it,
Beware? It's
he
not.
fits
Okay.
the bill of that
Right.
because
Right.
AEW is the biggest super indie in the world. So, I mean, it could be Sammy Callahan.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll find out after Saturday night. Thank you again, Kony, for the clarification on when Full Gear is.
I'll go with Goldberg.
I'll go with Mercedes.
Way to go out on a limb there, Joe.
Thank you.
I'll stick to who I said first. I'll go Dolph.
Go Brian Pillman Jr. I have nobody good on this one. How did you guys like the Sega Street fight on Dynamite?
I loved it until the 10 speed.
Oh, that's what killed it for me.
Yeah, me too.
And I was high. And I'm
Get someone who
awesome.
can ride a
And
bike.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, oh God, thank you, Brian Cage.
Yeah, me too.
You just had a kid and you punched him in the fucking face. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I get it. These are high dollar integrations. I don't know. Is that a video game or a movie? I could not tell.
Video
I
game.
think a game because it's Sega, presumably.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Okay. And look, you know, Jericho and Paul White wrestling in suits, kind of cool. Why Paul White? Why Paul White? Why do you have to get thrown onto a car? I don't understand.
Wants to put over the
why.
young talent, apparently. But
God
yeah.
damn it. And what's funny, I didn't
Poorly.
know this last week when he came out in the singlet. apparently something's up with his legs.
Yeah, I saw something like that.
And I don't know if it's surgeries or maybe he just lost. I don't know what the deal is, but they were talking about that on whatever the hell podcast I was listening to. And then when he came out in the suit, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he listened to Joe Bob's wrestling podcast or whatever the fuck I was listening to. But like the car spot was absurd. And I mean, look, I get it. They had to keep him out of there for a while. That was the way to get him in, with keeping him out.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm lockstep with you, Jay. I was enjoying it. And then I see Ibushi like and like taking his pipe and just like tap
Pipe or the
and
giant toilet paper roll, because that thing I thought was going to bend.
yeah, and whoever got hit, acting like they got hit by a shotgun blast, like
Well, he's
but
going
thank
like
you to
2
Brian
miles
Cage.
per hour.
Right.
I think he
And
runs
Brian
faster
Cage,
than that bike.
Brian Cage destroyed him, which was fantastic. So you take the low and you bring it up to a high.
And at one point, did Jericho put a face mask on and go woo to the camera? I have to go back and watch.
I don't remember that.
Joe?
No, I was not.
I hope he did.
So you're saying we should all get gummies
Jason
and do a
saw that
watch
few
along?
times. Oh, that and Halloween Havoc 2000.
Kev,
Kev,
any thoughts on this, Kev?
I think you guys nailed it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get high and watch wrestling. That's what we're gonna do.
I think you nailed
it. And play Sega. Who knew Sega was still around, guys?
It's not just Sega, it's Sega.
Kevin, do you have Sega games in your 5 million game arcade cabinet?
I still have my original Sega Genesis.
Wow. Does it
So
work?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You guys want to come over and play some Sega 32X and Sega
All right,
CD?
I'm on my way.
There he goes. There goes Jay. There goes Jay. So let's get into the Saturday night Full Gear.
What night is it, a-hole?
It is Saturday night, Kony. You
Good
laid
job.
it on me right.
Okay.
I always knew I could count on you.
I'm going to stick around for this whole segment. Is that cool?
Yeah. We would want you're
Jason
the
doesn't come back. I'm
AEW
cool.
expert.
Well, Jason's going to some dumbass WWE thing on Saturday.
That's
so he's
right.
watching AEW. So I'm going to hang out for this one.
That's right. Well, that's good
Good
because
job.
you are the authority on all things
I am.
AEW.
50
Let's start.
bucks, by the way.
What's this?
$50. Pay-per-views, $50.
Sure. It may be $30 a month if you have my cable. We'll find out on Saturday. MJF versus the Guns.
On the phone. Tell me.
MJF, I don't think he's going to have a partner, but Samoa Joe's been
It's me.
angling.
I'm
It's
the partner.
Cody's the partner. So the ROH tag titles are on the line against the Guns. Guns up, everybody. I think the Guns take this. It's a bad start for MJF. Kony, what do you think? Well, despite your involvement in the match, allegedly.
Well, as MJF's partner, I need to get him back to the real MJF.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kick him in the nuts and I'm going to walk out.
Okay. I like it. That's something a good partner would do. Kev, what do you think on this one?
I'll say MJF wins.
And Joe?
The Guns.
Guns up. All right. Let's see. Match number 2. This is what I get for having too many browsers open. How about let's go with this one. Kenny and Jericho versus the Young Bucks. Guys, Young Bucks, a little bit of a cheating to win over Penta and Commander.
They're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as good as me.
And then they've got the stakes, I think, that if the Bucks win, Kenny and Jericho can't team up anymore. But if Kenny and Jericho win, they get like the number 1 contender or something to that effect. So there's some stakes to this one. What do you think, Kony?
They're good at kicking people in the dick.
Oh. Dick kick.
The dick super kick. The super dick
Plural.
kick.
Party.
Super dick kick party, yeah.
Dick's party.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Good. right, Kevin, what do you think about this match? Tell me.
I think they're gonna kick themselves in the dicks.
Oh, is that possible?
Was that a moan of pleasure there, Cody?
Is that possible? Can you kick yourself in the dick? 'Cause-
Well, they'll kick each other.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think Jericho Kenny.
Okay.
Make that dead.
All right.
Joe, any thoughts?
I'm gonna go Young Bucks because Jericho seems to always lose on big pay-per-views.
Okay. I like Kenny and Jericho. Let's get full heel Young Bucks. Let's get them pissed off.
Whoop whoop.
Sting and
Okay, I'm going to stop you right here.
Mm.
This whole Sting, Darby, Adam Copeland is cool. Let me rephrase that. It was cool. They teamed up on Collision last week. Why? Why waste the debut of this trio on a show that nobody watches except me? I don't understand. I have no life. I'm home on Saturday nights alone. This is what I do. I take edibles Saturday nights, watch wrestling. Yes.
Oh my god.
But seriously, as much as I love AEW, I don't understand this. Brian, it doesn't make sense, right?
It doesn't from that perspective. I guess the guys wanted a warm-up match to get some cohesion together. That's the logic I can throw at you. But yeah, it's those three, like you said, against Christian, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. And I don't see Sting losing before he retires. So we'll go with Sting, Darby, and Adam Copeland there. Guys in agreement, it looks like. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going the Ric Flair to the WrestleMania 24 route.
Sting's final match is going to be against me.
Oh my god, there's a
I'm going to retire.
Buy rates through the roof.
God mode freak.
How about I loved the Hangman Page promo on Swerve. That I've been begging for that guy for probably 2 years now. Holy crap, that was great. And I love the angle too of the they can't touch each other, but I'm gonna kick the shit out of Prince Nana. That was great. That was so well done. By the way, I love that. I shout out that line of Nana. You're just using them. You're gonna go out to buy weed from the parking lot.
Not edible. The parking lot.
Yeah, not edibles, but weed. And I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna steal your weed. And you gotta steal his weed champ. That was great.
Steal his weed shirt now that popped up. But go ahead and talk.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a Texas death match. And
in LA, that makes sense.
And neither guy's from Texas.
Texas death match via Southern California. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna ride the momentum and go with Hangman on that one. I've wanted Swerve to be pushed to the moon, but that was a great eye opener for me. So I'm going Hangman to maybe make it have to do a third one to break the rubber match with those guys.
I'll go Swerve just so Hangman can keep chasing the W. Swerve's just so good on top. I'll go Swerve.
Joe?
Swerve, definitely. And again, the Texas Death Match with Seattle versus Virginia in LA for the Texas Death Match. That works out. Geography lessons. All right, no, Swerve.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, you're right, Brian. That promo was pretty awesome.
That was great.
It was great. Now, do you think that the steal your weed joke took anything away from it?
No, I loved it because no,
there's a serious tone.
Yeah,
that promo, much like my voice, I'm super serious right now. And that's serious business to Nana. Nana, when he was told that line, he was yelling. He goes, "No, you won't do that." I was laughing, even though you're right. Maybe there was a little bit of unserious tone into that one, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a great segment. And who won the first one? I don't remember.
Swerve.
Yeah,
he cheated, but he won. He cheated.
Yeah, I'm good with either one. I don't really have a pick. I think it could go. It'll benefit both in the Texas
Yeah.
Death Match in Inglewood.
Always
Let's
up to
go
no good.
with we got the TBS title, Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. Don't really care. But I do like the Julia Hart thing. So maybe let's go with her.
Well, they keep teasing the Sky Blue because she got spit in the face with Julia Hart. And her eye makeup's a little, House of Black adjacent. So they think maybe, but she's turned her down the last couple weeks. So we'll see what happens. I don't really have a pick for this one either.
Yeah, no worries. Kev, Joe?
I'll say they'll just kind of cancel each other out. I'll go Statlander.
Okay.
I'll go with Statlander.
Statlander.
Not I don't know who Statlander is, but I'll pick Statlander.
I like it.
Fatal 4-way.
How about it's Holy Sheeta versus Timeless Tony Storm. I mean, Tony Storm is like the one that they're actually doing so much with.
Yeah.
And now they've got this thing with this Mariah May, and she's like maybe a fangirl stalker. So give her the belt. Just give her the belt, right, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And then Mariah May versus Tony Storm at Revolution, and have Mariah May be like Mickey James and Trish Stratus.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, perfect.
It's Tony's Hollywood debut or Hollywood homecoming, whatever they're calling it. So, it would make sense. Let Tony Storm win that.
Will the match be in black and white?
Oh, I don't think so. But her entrance will be.
Maybe when Tony's on the offensive.
Yeah, they went a little back and forth there in that that backstage. So I don't know.
Joe, I see
that.
They
had some fun with that.
On your face. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you got the inside info. Ricky Starks, Big Bill, taking on FTR, Los Ingobernables, and Kings of the Black Throne. I think these four have been like the collision squads. So like I'm kind of out of the loop on like who's doing what now. So don't really care.
Take it, Kony.
Yeah,
Cody,
so FTR had a great tag match against Vikingo and Commander. And then House of Black came and involved, and now they're all fighting for the titles. Like Ricky and Bill, they need a name. Like Ricky and Bill, not a cool tag name. They need a name.
Right.
Let's give them a tag name right now. Go ahead, Brian. Give me something.
Bicky. Bill and Ricky. Bicky. That's terrible.
Real. Bill and Rick.
I don't know. What's fucking Starks' like? What's his gimmick?
He's absolute.
Absolute. Yeah. Fucking. What was like
this
big cast? Like I'm 7 feet tall, right? Can't teach that.
He was Big Cass. Now he's Bill. No real imagination.
Absolutely big. That's the team name. Absolutely big.
Absolutely big.
Terrible, but it fits.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, you just stole what I was going to call them. Absolutely terrible. Thanks.
Oh.
I don't know who's going to win
it's
but
done.
I think anybody but Mickey.
Next.
Orange Cassidy and Mox.
This
Next.
one. Holy shit. This one's
Kevin goes next.
Now, fuck you, Kevin.
That's
This
my
is-
line. That's my line for Orange Cassidy matches.
The way this thing has happened and what a feud. And no one thought, let's rewind 3 years. Brian hated Orange Cassidy. And then we saw him wrestle live and he was awesome. And all these years later, 55 title defenses before he lost to Mox. And then he beat Mox and then he did not beat Mox. He's going to beat Mox on Saturday at Full Gear.
I like the way you're thinking, Kony.
Me too.
I don't necessarily like the guy, but I think that's the right play.
Don't like me. But everybody.
No, you. No. Orange.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Joe, what's the play here?
I was going to go Mox until Wednesday night's Dynamite, when he just spit fire on Cassidy when he was sitting at ringside, saying like, you're not worth it, you can't do it, like all that stuff. I'm like, that was like Mox with the mic is amazing,
Mhm.
and he is going to put over Cassidy.
I think so too.
And it's like does he really need to be put over that much more? But I mean, beating Moxley in a feud is going to put him on a different level where he'll be past the intergenerational tournament title, whatever it's called. Who cares? I just hope he doesn't lay the backpack in the ring saying, I'm just relinquishing this and I'm going to go for the big title.
No, he needs that title. Joe did not need the King of TV title.
Orange.
Orange
I
it is.
agreed with y'all.
All right.
And Brian, who did you say?
I said orange. I like where Kony's head was at. I was like, yeah, you sold me on him. So I'm not going to let my personal bias go against the right pick. Let's wrap it up, guys. It's MJF. It's Jay White. This has been a fun feud. There's the whole who's the devil thing that's floating around. Is that there's an involvement there? There's still Roddy and Adam Cole. There's a lot going on surrounding just the two of them. And hey, like you said earlier, maybe there's a whole contract thing that plays into this. Who knows?
I want you guys to make your pick and sidebar who's the devil.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll still go MJF, and I will go with the devil. I know this has been a theory people have shared. Jack Perry. I think that's a good appropriate devil.
Joe?
I'm gonna go MJF, and the devil is Adam Cole.
Okay. Kevin?
Well, MJF, and I'm trying to think of another person because I don't want to. Give me a sec.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Big Bill. No.
It's absolutely big.
That's gotta be Kane.
I don't know. I'll say it's too skinny to be Samoa Joe. I'll say Tony Khan.
Oh, Tony!
What do you think? What do you think?
I love
it. I think it's gonna be Jay White. And for the devil, go with Britt Baker.
Okay, I've seen that tossed around a little. Sure. Okay, we'll see. I hope we get the reveal at Full Gear because it's gone on I think long enough. Let's get to this here.
You want it at Full Gear or do you want it on Collision tonight during the war Friday?
We haven't gotten the announcement it's going to be on Collision, so there's no surprises.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well.
So that's the fun for Saturday night. We're going to, before we wrap up, let's quickly, we like to do this from time to time. We take a look back at
what I missed.
Show. Oh, all the predictions.
Oh, okay. Good.
All of them. All the predictions.
I'm going to this awesome WWE show on Saturday, so I won't be watching the pay-per-view. So
yeah,
wasn't here.
So I can give a spoiler alert. Kony claims he's MJF's partner versus the Guns.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make you buy the pay-per-view. Nothing will.
Maybe I'll pay it on my phone while I'm at it could be like Jason Jones watching fucking
right.
Well,
he's at the finals and he's watching whatever it was.
Money in the Bank, I think it was.
Money in the Bank, yeah, sure. June, that makes sense. All right, so we'll quickly look at the very first Full Gear. We're going back 4 years to 2019. AEW had just started, I think, in September as far as Dynamite and everything else. So this was very early in the infancy of AEW. Let's look at the card. First of all, what struck me, there were 7 matches. AEW pay-per-views are usually a lot longer and a lot more. So wasn't the case back then. We started off with Santana and Ortiz defeating the Young Bucks.
Wow. That's awesome.
Santana and Ortiz, they just had like their own little like personal feud, I think on Rampage. I've been seeing a little bit about that. So that was how that one started. Hangman Page defeats Pac. Whoa, there goes my head.
Wow. Pac. That's a
There
name.
goes my headphones. That's how much I love that one.
I forgot Pac was even there.
I was going to say the same thing.
long.
It's been a long time.
New phone, who dis?
Yeah, I'm back. This is the one that it's the old one of these things are not like the other. Shawn Spears defeats Joey Janela.
Spears got a Raw deal. He is so good. And this chairman oh man, like I don't know what his deal is, if he's hurt right now or they just got nothing for him, but man, I met him at I met him at the live FTR.
Oh yeah.
Was that Mania weekend? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And I know they just had a baby, but that was however many months ago that was. So like he should be back if he's not hurt. And maybe that's MJF's partner. Fuck Kony Than.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay.
Maybe Shawn Spears will be MJF's partner, but
they were Pinnacle friends, I think, right? So there might be maybe something there. He didn't get that raw of a deal, like you said, though. He's married to Cassie Lee, so he's doing all right. Why
isn't she back? She had a baby. She should have been back 2 weeks after the baby was born. What the hell?
She'll be Tony Khan signing Cassie Lee. Let's go. I'm all right with that.
And Shawn Spears, it's the devil.
Oh
yeah, power couple time. All right. Joey Janela is just kicking ass in GCW, in case you wondered. right, Kev? We saw him at SummerSlam.
We've seen him like 3 times
at Harpo's. Oh my God. This is a fun one. SoCal Uncensored defeated the Lucha Brothers and Private Party to become the first AEW Tag Champs. Jay, who was SoCal Uncensored?
Scorpio Sky. Frankie Kazarian.
Where's Scorpio Sky? That's another
Funny
one.
You say that. I don't know where he is. However, he got a new shirt that's on Shop AEW because when I was looking for the Steal Your Weed shirt, there is a Scorpio Sky t-shirt that's new and it's in Laker colors. And he's been popping up on Lakers Nation YouTube and podcast. A huge Laker fan from LA. And that's a guy that I loved, and I felt he should have been in the main event picture as soon as AEW started.
Yeah, but he's had the TNT title a little bit. He's kind of been up and down, but lately he's been hurt. Where's he been? Yeah,
he got hurt, and then he came back, and he was a collider, and then I don't know where he is now. So, which sucks.
All right,
that's awesome.
The AEW. The prestigious AEW Women's Championship. This was Riho defeating Emi Sakura to be Women's Champion.
Emi Sakura is going to be on Collision tonight.
Okay, we'll look for that.
They're going to win the war because of Emi Sakura.
Everyone knows she's the ratings master.
New and fresh.
Yep. Jericho defeated Cody. This was I looked into more of this one. MJF threw in the towel for Cody. And then after the match, he low blowed Cody to start their feud that we ended up seeing at Revolution of 2020. And this was
the dumbest booking decision ever.
About the stipulation.
Yes.
Is that what you're getting at? Okay, yes. Tell the people here. Yeah.
I remember this because it was the if Cody doesn't win, he never gets a title shot again.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it was. And he didn't. So that was
then he left.
It was probably a little part of it, right?
There's only so many times he could win the TNT championship.
All 17 times of him that he won.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the show concluded with Jon Moxley. He defeated Kenny Omega in a lights out match. This was incredibly violent from what I remember and what I read up on.
Bomb that didn't go off?
No.
That was like after.
That was a barbed wire C4 match. Yeah.
Brought to you by C4. I got you.
Was that a Texas death match?
No, Wait, here's
No,
I
you
don't know if I
answer,
remember.
you're
I
good.
don't even know if I remember this correctly
No,
or not. But
I was
but
just
did
thinking
Moxley
King
bleed
Peach.
in this match?
I have to go back and double check.
You have
I'm
to
not
check.
gonna.
Archive.
I'm not gonna confirm.
Please. How dare you ask a stupid question like that?
If he's wrestling, he's bleeding. I think that's pretty much a safe assumption. So yeah, look at that. A lot of the wrestlers, still doing things in AEW, but there's a couple of outliers that you're like, wow, that's who was there, or where has this person been? So always fun taking a look back at
I like
where
that.
things were from
That's
a couple of years ago, man.
Should do that more often.
Well, let's do that again some other time, like you said. But for for this week, that will conclude things. YouTube.com/That Wrestling Podcast. Please like and subscribe at That WrestlePod for all the social media fun. And whatamaneuver.net if you want some podcast merchandise because, well, the holiday season is about here, fellas. Anything else before we say goodbye?
War!
Enjoy the war tonight, enjoy Full Gear on Saturday night, and as always, enjoy wrestling.
Thanks for watching That Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And for more That Wrestling Podcast content, follow at That WrestlePod on social media.